Hey sweeties, hope you guys are doing good. Sorry, my stream was so late. Well, I couldn't sleep much, so I decided to nap around my normal time, I guess. Hey Halogen, hope you're doing good. Hope you're all doing good. I'm sure you've heard the news on the internet, but the internet's dying a little bit. Be it 4chan imploding or Gura graduating. It's tough times. Very tough times. Hey Amanda, hope you're doing good. It's like one of those things you know is going to happen, and it still happens, or it does happen, and there's nothing you can do to prevent it, and I guess that's one of the reasons it hurts so much. You know. Don't know how long you'll stay conscious. Well, thank you so much for stopping by anyways. Thank you, thank you. Sorry I'm slightly late. I was eating. I just wasn't feeling up to eating earlier. I don't know. It does affect me a good bit. The news, I suppose. So, I was a little sad. I forced myself to eat. But yeah, I was able to make it relatively on time, I guess. Not really on time. But yeah. Crazy what happens with the company going public. 'Cause this isn't Yago's fault. He sort of lost control, which is very unfortunate. I believe they were sort of forced to either sell the company or go public. And I guess to preserve it, they went public. But certain companies buy shares, and I can't name names, unfortunately. Or not unfortunately, but I can't name names. I'm sure you know who bought the shares. But it sounds like a corporate takeover of some sort. I don't know. New management. Because of that, they're jumping ship. It's just crazy to see all these legends go at once. Like, these people are huge, like, gigantic. And yes, they do come back, but it's still crazy to see. It's very insane to see. I know another VTuber recently debuted from another corporation. I won't say I don't want a roommate, even if she probably wants or doesn't care. Raya's Bread did debut, which is really cool. I guess there's drama around that, I guess, but... well, the past, I guess, I don't know. 9 leaving in the 6 months since going public. Lord. Lord! That's insane! I know it's a little different, but I remember going to Little Tokyo, and it was like on the day they found out Yuzora Mel was getting terminated. I go to this little shop, it's like a little grocery store with like Japanese stuff, and I buy like Hololive snacks. And the first sticker I pulled from those was Mel. When I went back this year, I grabbed a Mel figure when I could. It was a very yeah. Weird seeing like terminations. Then you have companies like FaZe Connect, who I hope never go fucking public. Sorry for cursing. I usually try not to curse, but... what is it, like, 1 graduation and 1 termination? They've been going strong for a good while, which is crazy. Like one of those companies that, like, is like one of those little startups at first, if I'm not mistaken, but then it grew into what it is now, and I'm very happy for them. Although I do feel bad for Pippa right now. She does not have high energy whatsoever. It's very understandable. There's a lot. Just hard to wrap my brain around things. But let me reposition myself, because this dumbass boom arm is insanely stupid. God. So, the company did reach out to me in DMs, and they literally just said, pretty much, I don't know. Well, they didn't literally say, they pretty much said, "F you, buddy. It's not our problem, even though it's our problem." There's nothing they could do. And they said, something like, "We hope you understand." I'm like, just responded with like, "Amazon didn't make the product. You made the product. You made the defect." And I just got mad. I didn't curse at them or anything, of course, but it's stupid. You gave me this defective lemon product. You don't think Sakana would ever go public, but he pretty much owns Face Connect outright, as far as you know. So it shouldn't be an issue to retain control. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. He's doing crazy stuff too. I remember like all those billboards for Phase Japan. That was neat. I really hope Phase does continue to grow and flourish. So does their Japanese branch as well. Although it is funny, every time they try to make like a Japanese talent, they end up speaking English. Just becoming big with the English crowd. Like Clara and Tenma. I'd love to see Phase merch in stores. That'd be neat. Because, when I went to Little Tokyo, I actually saw a few, Hololive merches. Or I saw some Hololive merch and I bought a few of them. What did I buy? I bought the Mel figure. And, a Puppet Peko plush. And a Base Standy. And two of those stores were, I got them at the same time, but another store was just like a random pop culture Japanese store that had like a whole Hololive section in the back. I was like, holy crap. Clara Nasa's great. Tenma's just Tenma. Gotta love them. Really excited for my Tenma plush. Hope that ships soon. Just need to see that plush be like screen accurate to her end screen. Very happy with that. I've always wanted a plush of that for the longest time, and U2's made it. There's a few U2's plushies I will grab. I want the Lumi, but I can't afford it. I couldn't afford the China one as well, and I'm very sad with that. And these things go for crazo on the aftermarket. Speaking of that, I might have mentioned it in a previous stream, but I did call a scalper out on Twitter. Usually try to avoid drama, but if you're a scalper, run. Phase's biggest drama, the merch shipping. Saw some comments on Twitter to that effect. Yeah, that's a very understandable issue. I haven't bought any merch recently. What was the last thing I got from Phase? Might have been the Pippa slip, or not this. I wish I had the slippers. It might have been the, oh god, throat. Might have been the Pippa socks. There's either the Pippa socks or the 2023 lucky box. I can't remember, honestly. I can't afford much Phase merch. Last merch you got was the Pippa plushie. Heck yeah. One of the reasons being is because, like, places like the Capipola's Trade Guild, I know I'm a sponsor, but places like the Capipola's Trade Guild, sometimes they'll get stuff faster with their stuff, and just unique stuff, I guess. Like the Doro plush, I love that thing so much. That's like my favorite plush still. I just got the Bae plush, and this one's still my favorite. Little Doro's my favorite. It's like, it's another outlet to get your Phase merch, I guess, but like, by fans for fans, and that, I feel, I'm gonna be more towards that, I guess. Like those, Donkey keychains are cute. What do I have pre-ordered? I have something pre-ordered from them, but what was it? I forget. Maybe I have another thing pre-ordered. I can't remember what I got from them. I pre-ordered stuff from them. I know one of it was the Pepatoru figure. I'm excited for that. I think I grabbed something else, but I cannot for the life of me remember if I did or not. I'll have to check my emails. can't remember, chat. Let me see. I don't know. I don't see it, chat. It was probably just the Padoru figure. They do have their wall scroll too. It's really nice. It's huge. But back to the shipping prices. That's another reason. Is like, or not prices. That was a slip, but I wasn't gonna bring it up anyways. The shipping times are insane. The prices are even crazier. Sometimes they're cheaper. I don't know why, but sometimes they're just insane. But shipping's insane like in general. But I'm worried about one of my pre-orders because if the shipping's too much, I'll have to cancel it, and there's a cancellation fee because they've already like packed it. They're just waiting for you to pay for shipping. It was an HLJ order, but I saw someone. I think it was Moonshine. His shipping fee was like almost $500 for like 2 items. Like, what the? How much shipping for this stuff? With the phase stuff, I forget. I think the lucky box was like... Was the lucky box $50? The lucky box was like $50. And I ended up paying $70 because of shipping. They're taking advantage. I feel like some of it is like just general prices going up, but a lot of the times these companies will take advantage of that. So I feel like that has to do... Whoa, that scared the crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hold on, chat. Something overlaid my VTS. So it just started flickering in the back, and I just saw like steam in the background, but I fixed it. Ordered a heavy steel cabinet from Temu with free shipping, 43. That's insane. Yeah. Especially places like I know China has some like drop shipping companies, especially. They'll have something with the government that helps them with shipping. When it comes to eBay, they take advantage of that too. Like if they can't get your item, they'll cancel it, and the reason being they'll put a buyer asked for cancellation. I'm like, no, I freaking didn't. The reason they do that is because if the buyer asks, they don't receive a penalty or something like that. I didn't ask. I didn't freaking ask. So I contacted eBay right away. I was like, heck no, I didn't do this. I want my item. I probably won't get the... I didn't get the items because they just canceled it, but... I'm not gonna let you get away with lying to me and then lying to everyone else, saying I didn't... Don't put words in my mouth, eBay, or eBay seller. China. eBay's goofy, but it can be... Oh, yeah. Yeah, those people are goobers. Made me mad. Made me really mad. I really wanted that figure. Even if it was like a bootleg figure, I wanted it because the real one's like $300. I had to report so many eBay sellers, making it difficult. Oh yeah, back to the scalper and things, since that reminded me of that. Someone was talking about how a lot of people are going to probably go to piracy with the Nintendo prices going up. And then someone started replying, oh, you're a filthy thief. You're a filthy thief. And then someone replied to them saying words I cannot say on YouTube. But they were very zesty words. And then the person replied to them going, where's your morals? And I was like, ugh. And so I got curious and looked up this person's actual page, like on Twitter. And they had a link to eBay. Yeah, they were gamer words. I had a link to eBay. I saw the link to eBay on their Twitter, so I was like, let me take a look at this. Sure enough, chat. They're a goddamn filthy scalper. They're a filthy scalper. And I called them out on that and they immediately blocked me. But like, he had like a Scorponok Beast Wars reissue, right? That's like 20 bucks. You could even buy it on eBay for 20 bucks. They were charging like $70 for it. A Flex Changer, which is like a Babbo toy for Rise of the Beasts. They were selling it for $44. You could buy it on Amazon right now for $5. So yeah, I just told them, you can't talk about morals when you're a scalper. They just blocked me immediately. And I saw other people just after seeing my thing, they were like, LL, they're just like, wall scalper, wall scalper. I'm like, heck yeah, heck yeah. Oh god. That's one thing I feel like is gonna get scalped to heck and back right now too. Ping-ponging from topic to topic is Gura merch. Really happy I have the Nendroid and the Figma. I'm so sad I don't have a plushie though. Really sad I don't have any form of plushie from her. But I feel like those are gonna go up in price, especially those Dodgers cards. Holy crap. Those Dodgers cards are probably gonna go up to like 500. Just my estimate. I don't know. Crazy stuff. But yeah. Scalpers are crazy. This is kind of, I don't know. It's hard for me to tell if it's like a scalping issue or not when something like, say somebody dies and their merchandise goes up. I feel like that's more to be expected because the value just increased. But when it's like something in store right now that you could buy for $5. Like there's an item I saw at the Five Below store they were charging like 50 bucks for. I'm like, get the frick out of here. It's evil. And one thing I feel like I shouldn't have said is the actual price on Amazon. Because knowing these lowlifes, they're probably just gonna be like, oh wait, it's $5 on Amazon? Let me buy them up. And then charge them for $40 again. Evil. Like I went to, like, in the beginning of the month, I went to buy the, my Vital bracelet, my Digivice, right? The upgrade version. Like, I think 30, on Amazon. And it was like, I added it to cart, and they were like, oh, sorry, this item, like, as soon as I went to check out, it's like, oh, sorry, this item's no longer available. There's, like, a full stock of them. Some filthy goober bought him immediately. I don't know if they had a script saying people are adding it to the cart or what, but that made me so angry, chat. So they're probably gonna sell it on Mercari or eBay for more. I just went to eBay and it was 40 there, I guess, and $10 more. It's fine. And the Batman version of this, because for some reason there's a Batman Digivice. That thing's, it was 20 and now it just jumped to 40. So I hate scalpers so much, chat. I hate scalpers with like the ultimate passion. And I'm worried next month if I could grab the other Vital Hero sets or not. For the prices they are, because I'm not going to pay more than 20 for both. Entirety of gun brokers, like, ew. Let's see. Oh, yeah, look, the Pulsemon one just went to 30. Minecraft yourself, scalpers. That's so evil, chat. That is so evil. Oh wait, no, it's still 14. Just the listing I got it from was... Oh, look, okay, they're restocking them. Good, the Batman ones are being restocked. I'm still angry. Exclusive Soviet-era lanyards, $300. Oh my god. I'm happy I have, a Vietnam-era bayonet, like a Vietnam War bayonet. My dad has, he had a friend that went there and came back. He just gave it to him, and then my dad's like, oh, I don't want this, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm like, what do you mean you're gonna throw it away? That's like a relic. That thing's used. It has the rust on it. There's like a rusty fingerprint on the tip of the blade. What do you mean you're gonna throw it away? Give me that. So I have that. I can't like that's a relic. That's a literal relic. I can't have that being tossed out in the trash. It has the sheath and everything. It's rusty. It's been used. There's nicks in the blade. Like this. And like I said, there's an actual like fingerprint embedded near the tip of the blade. That thing's been used for better or for like worse or for ugly. It's a literal war-torn relic. I was like, heck yeah, that's mine now. Now it's stored away where even I can't remember where it is. I'll have to find it again. I think I know where it is. It's one of my... It's probably somewhere in my closet. I need to go through my closet chat. I need to go through... I have so much clutter, chat. It's not even funny. Not like hoarder status, but clutter, like super clutter maxing, and I don't like it. I got rid of a lot, right? But there's still so much more. Parents tried to throw out their Soviet... Oh my god. When the Ukraine invasion... What? I hate these... Not your parents. I don't hate your parents, but I hate this mentality is what I meant to say. I hate that kind of mentality. I hate that mentality. That's what I wanted to say. That's so goobery. That's so messed up. I'm a collector, so there is like a whole level of hoarding. And if there's like... I used to save like plastic things, like packaging and boxes. And one day I just forced myself to throw a lot of it away, and I still do that. I used to keep like packaging like Japanese snack packages every now and then, and not just throw it away. I can't hold on to that. It's a literal junk. But I did have like a hoarding aspect, but because I'm autistic, I didn't want to end up like someone like Christian, you know? Whose house burned down from hoarding. My dad's ex was a hoarder. Couldn't even move in her house. And we're still dealing with the repercussions of her hoarding in our house. There's probably a lot of stuff I have to go and offer up. Papa, who's been throwing it away left and right, and he still has so much to do. I don't have to just go and offer up and say, and be like, hey, $5, come buy it, or something stupid. If it's just trash, you gotta get rid of it. Yeah, even like certain things, like I would hold on to, like there's like a grocery bag, because over here we have those like really hard plastic bags, I guess. They're like supposed to be those recyclable, reusable bags, because California doesn't like those. We still have them every now and then, especially like fast food, like this kind of bag right here. That's just like flimsy bag. A lot of those are gone from grocery stores. So we have these harder bags. I had one from my mom. She's no longer with me, so I held on to it. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use this as a trash bag and just throw it away with the trash when I'm done with it. I can't hold on to literal bags. This is dumb. I've had so many other things from my mom I can't. That I can hold on to. What am I doing with a stupid bag? Everyone collects those disposable bags. Everyone does that. Well, I have too many of them. That's the problem. There's like... My closet's filled with them. My closet's filled with like a whole thing of pandemic era. I say it weirdly on purpose. Pandemic era, paper towels. And, toilet paper. I went to, during the pandemic. Like when like started hitting the fan, I went to grocery store and I saw a bunch of people just buying up like the canned goods, and I saw like confused Zoomers buying up like the ramen, not knowing what the flavor even was. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, and then I checked. I saw these people with like loads of paper towel. I'm like, what the frick is going on? Why do you have loads of paper towel and toilet paper? What are you doing? So I was like, oh shoot, I know what to do. I actually did want like towels or paper towels. I couldn't do it, so I just went to the my mom used to live in an apartment nearby. She still did. She'd still be alive, but I don't want to talk about that. Chat, I'm gonna be honest. closer it comes to Mother's Day, the more depressed I get, but... Anyways, she used to live at an apartment, and I had a key to the pool. I went to every single pool area, and just snatched all their paper towels. Thinking I'd need them if people were gonna sell them out. So, those are still in my closet. I remember dropping some at my stepbrother's place because he used to clean their house a lot. And I just dropped a whole bunch for them. They're like, "Where'd you get these?" I was like, "I took them from the apartment bathrooms." They're like, "Oh, you little I'm like, but yeah. I still have a lot of those. I'm still, it's still weird. Because there was like a martial law thing over here. I remember going out and like avoiding the cops and like sneaking around buildings so the cops wouldn't spot me. California's crazy, chat. I do live in a more red state that's less drama, or that's more drama free, I guess. I guess I call it martial law, but it was something like that. It was like a curfew. It was a curfew. Because we had the riot stuff too going on over here as well. So that in the pandemic caused people to be like crazo mode. And we sort of had like cops roaming the place. Me being the rebel, I still wanted to go and do my stuff. So I did. And I snuck around. Because luckily in my area there's a lot of trees. They just plant trees everywhere. They look nice. And I had masks. And my mask was that siege balaclava mask you see, like the white skull. Nobody somehow questioned it or knew what it was, which is good. I just wore it just to wear it. So you know, I'm gonna wear this just to wear it. If I have to wear a mask. I didn't get sick really from anything in the pandemic. What got me sick was my dad's stupid ass ex-wife being careless and getting off the plane and getting sick. That's what got me sick, chat. No mask or vaccine or anything could have prevented that from happening. My mom didn't even pass from the freaking virus. She passed from pneumonia during that time. So yeah, that upsets me. Yeah, it was one of those siege masks. I just wore it just to be goofy. Because I could. And you could breathe in it. So that's another reason. Gotta work now. I'm not used to Western time, so it's pretty late. If you are in Arizona. Thank you so much for being here. And usually my streams aren't this late. I just was really tired and just wasn't feeling it, and I didn't eat. So really, it is a tough, sad day today. The entire internet's going crazy with it. Not like a bad crazy way, just like, you know. The internet's not doing so good right now. And 4chan, I think, is still down. And yeah, Kirsha even said, she tweeted, an end of an era for sure, but all Titans can be reborn. That's true. It's speaking of Titans. My cat knocked down a bunch of my Transformers the other day. Cause like I know he's bored. He has a cone on because his paw has that problem and has to heal up. It's almost done healing, which is good. Almost done with his medication. I'm fine. Just travel for work. Normally in Eastern time. So it's past midnight. Oh lord. That makes sense. What? There's always the... I'm not going there, Tatters. I'm not going there. Pets suck, you never take your dog. I had to. I didn't want my kitty to get infected. I've had that happen to my other kitty. Granted, she was really old, but still. The bill was devastating. The bill was devastating. So I'm gonna ask my sister to put me on her insurance. I'll pay it. My shares. She does have pet insurance. Because I am still like recovering from paying that. Because I splurged at the beginning of the month, right? I'm like, you know, I'm gonna buy this big, gigantic 19-inch, 7-pound transformer. And I did, and then my cat's like, hey, look at my paw. My paw's all f***ed up. I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah, the big tidal wave goober. Oh yeah, my cat, like, anyways, my cat knocked, he's like bored out of his mind, so he sees like a string and it just so happens to be my, cord for my headphones. So he tugs it when I'm out of the bedroom, and he tugged it in a way where it scooped everything off of my little table I have onto him, so a bunch of transformers just fell onto him. Didn't hurt him, but he was like stuck there just looking at me like, help, help. He did scrape a few of them and scuff a few of them, some paint chipping, some actual plastic chipping, so that hurt my soul. But, at least I didn't— this is why I don't set the big one on that table. I don't set the big one on that table for that very reason. I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. In one way or another. One way or another. Well, definitely one way or another. Because that thing can— you can grab this thing, chat. There's a home intruder. It's gonna get a tidal wave to the face. This thing is hefty and can cause damage if you're not careful with it. Repair with heat gun. Oh no, no. There's nothing I can do. They're just chipped, and I just have to live with that. The paint I can handle. The paint is you just repaint that. But also, it happened again last night, and it was my fault. Because I guess they were stuck, like the cord was stuck on the thing, on like one of my big transformers. And that fell on my foot. Nail fell on my foot. Now it's bruised. So that hurt. That hurt. It was right after stream. So I'm lucky I had it off of stream, because I was like cursing left and right and crying. But yeah. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Being a collector, it just tends to happen. That's gonna develop a fear of transform. Well, good. I hope he stays the hell away from him. Because he usually doesn't do that. He doesn't like climbing or jumping on things. He doesn't like... The only thing he'll do remotely is either like using my armchair as leverage to like stand up and look at me, get my attention, or he'll just do it to look at the monitor and see what I'm doing. But he doesn't like climbing on anything. The only thing he really likes to climb on, and I have to keep like a storage thing there, is my hamper, because I don't want him in my clothes, because I'm a lazy femcel and I just keep my clean clothes in the hamper. So I don't want cat hair or his claws to damage or scuff up my Peppa shirt or anything like that. That's the only thing he'll climb in. But he doesn't like the feel of the collapsible storage container I have. Clean clothes go on the PC chair. No, I need that. The dirty clothes just go in in just another hamper I have on the other side of the room. Your dog is scared of anything gun adjacent. Well, the clickies do sound like they'd be scary. They sound like they're scary. any kind of metallic clicking. Yeah, poor Puppo. I know I've said it before, but I really hope my dad does decide to get a puppy or a dog or something. I'd love to take care of that little goober. Chat, there's been coyotes around here. I saw like 3 of them the other night. Like when I went to go walk my my Digimon. I have to walk this one to. He's just a little babbo, and I don't want the black Gabumon. I want the regular Gabumon. I have to walk him as a baby. Usually you don't have to walk him as babies, but if you do. But I saw like 3 of those coyotes near, like literally near on my street. I'm like, god damn. They saw me and then they ran because I was like tapping my cane on the ground. They didn't like that. They see a natural metal arm. They sprint away. They're after they're after either food people leave out for animals or the animals themselves, which is those things that are evil, chat. They gutted one of my neighbor's cats. I love that cat, chat. It had a stupid face. Looked really dopey and it had a really weird meow. They ate that thing. I hate them. Fenced yard? Yeah, we do. But still. I don't trust those things. Crossbow. I don't know. I can't get one of those. I don't think I could get one of those. Papa Lou would not like me having it. And I don't think the glowies would either. I have a cane. It's made of metal. It's huge and heavy. I'm disabled. I can get a permit. Oh, maybe. My cane is more of like a forearm crutch. It's like the one that Master Miller has in Phantom Pain. One of those ones. But it's really heavy and big. I'll just bean one of them on the head if they try to go near me. See, with people, I have to be careful not to use it, right? Because people are people. Not that people bug me. People usually try to stay, like, if you're walking, people usually try to, keep to themselves. There's one crackhead around here, though, who fell off his bike and was like, are you okay? And he's just like, are you okay? I'm like, no, are you okay? And he just started singing weird stuff at me, like, bruh, what's wrong with you? And he just started saying weird stuff. I'm like, okay. Pain of menace. So I just called the PD and was like, hey, there's this dude over here. He's kind of weird. Can you check up on him? I hope he's okay. Like, literally, I was just calling for a wellness check on the goober. I didn't want problems. I didn't want him to have problems. And I hope he is okay. Even if he was being weird to me. I just wanted my whatever I had. It was probably like a sandwich I wanted to make. To go to the store at night. Buy stuff. But yeah. Hey, Red Panda, hope you're doing good. We're just chanting today. People should be polite. Hey, Ross, right. I hope you're having a good night. Hey, people should be polite. We usually are over here. The only ones I usually have trouble are people on the road and I just flip them off. They're not gonna do anything. Because either they have pity on me for being disabled, which I wish they didn't. Or they see my cane and they know I'm just gonna beat them on the head with it if they go near me. I wish I could do that thing that some people know how to do. Like where they know exactly where to hit on a car to eject their, their airbag. There's like it's like a vital point or something that they strike and it just makes the airbag fly in someone's face. I wish I could do that with my cane when people are a-holes. Sensor, yeah. If I knew where that was and people were mean to me, I just, you know, bonk their car. Although then again, I don't know, it might cause injury and might get me sued. Like a common rider weapon, heck yeah. I I've been fighting the urge to get back into Kamen Rider. There's a lot of shows I need to actually watch and finish. And I know that's just gonna make me want to buy more of the merch because I really like the merch and how it works. So I try to avoid it. Although I did buy Kamen Rider merch recently, but it was like those chips for my Digimon, or my Digivice. This Digivice is so weird, Chad. They have so many weird, like, collaborations for it. Like, the Digivice itself, it's the Digivice VV, right? But mine's themed after My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia. That helps, you know, with stream. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Tatters. But yeah, there's like Kamen Rider stuff you get for it. Not just like one Kamen Rider item, there's like a whole bunch of them. There's Ultraman stuff. I think there's only like one or two of those though. In America, there's DC Heroes and Villains and a Batman set. There's Boku no Hero Academia for the upgraded Digivice. There's Demon Slayer, Tokyo Revengers. There's another one I can't remember. I'll have to Google it real quick. I know I'm forgetting one of them. Is there a spin-off? Oh, Jujutsu Kaisen, that's what it is Jujutsu Kaisen. And then of course there's the Digimon stuff. And they all work with each other. Like in this thing. Like I have Kamen Rider Brave as a support for Fairymon. Which is really cool you could do that. I think there's a few other ones. Like weird ones. Like there's this, I think it's called Run for the Money. I've never heard of it. But there's a Digivice for that. And I have no clue what that is. Knuckle Duster is the best hero ever. A new spin-off, huh? I didn't know they had a spin-off. Did the show itself end? I know the manga ended. I guess Run for the Money's another anime, but I'm also seeing like a J-drama for it. Oh, weird. Based off of the popular Run for the Money variety game show, but it's an anime. Weird! What the frick? Vigilante. Oh, that sounds really cool. I might have to look into that. Yeah, mine is the Hero Academia one. I watched a couple seasons of that show. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. I thought it was okay. I only got this one because it was the cheapest, and I did watch it. I do have Deku in my Digivice, which is weird. I use it more just for Digimon. I need to get more of those dim cards. I'm so addicted to those little dim cards and BE memories. I really want more BE memories. Those things are so fun. He's just an old man with a brass knuckle and bricks. Just like Brick Frog from Venture Brothers. God bless him then. I'll have to check the show out. But yeah, there's Brick Frog in Venture Brothers, and he's just a guy in a frog suit. And he throws bricks, and that's it. And in the movie, he just off-screen goes crazy and blows their villain base up or something. I know Tenma cosplayed as him once, which is god tier. That made me so happy. I'd love a custom Brick Frog Tenma plush. I need to start watching anime again. Well, I've been watching Digimon Ghost Game. That's been fun. I've been watching it very casually. I haven't really been binging it. It's a very nice casual watch. I really like Gamamon. He's really precious. I really want to get the Gamamon BE memory. I really want that thing. I have the dim card, but I really want the BE memory. I really do. That thing looks really neat. The BE memories are so pretty, chat. They're like the dim cards where they're expansions for the Digivice, but the BE memories are really pretty. They're like clear, like these different colors. And since the thing has like more memory, they add stats to them, which is really neat. The old dim cards, you can't really do stats. You could just raise them normally, but with the BE memory Digimon, you could have like stats on them. The way you get stats is really neat. You have to actually like do exercises in real life. The new Gundam is it a Universal Century? I didn't know there was a new one. I watched Witch from Mercury, and I have a Choo-Choo figure. It's like my favorite character. And then Twitter got a hold of it and pissed me off. Besides the point. Let me look it up. Gundam, what the frick is that name? How do you pronounce that? That's a weird name. Oh, that person's if that's the protagonist, they're adorable. Shining Gundam Day, heck yeah. I wanted the Build Fighters Shining Gundam, whatever it was called. Like that Gunpla. How do you pronounce this? Weird. Is it just GQ, or is it just like GQX? Or GQs, or GQs or something? Weird. Why does Japan do this? Like, they do it for Kamen Rider too. It's like they have a show called Kamen Rider, and then you see 555 at the end. And you pronounce it as Kamen Rider Fies. There's one called Kamen Rider W, but you pronounce it Kamen Rider Double. There's one with 3 zeros at the end of it, and it's called Kamen Rider O's. It's weird. Japan likes to have gimmicky names for their stuff. New types are back. Oh. Let's see. Set in an alternate version of the Universal Century timeline. Oh, neat. The protagonist is super cute. That is one thing I do like about Witch from Mercury is the characters. I need to actually go back and watch Iron-Blooded Orphans too. The one I really, really, really liked was Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt's like my favorite. Yeah, the name is crazy. The designs for these things are getting insane. Evangelion creator Hideki Anno's writing for new Gundam. Oh, interesting. Huh. I see. The design for this thing is pretty interesting. I had, there's one a high grade I didn't like. My cat broke it, I was kind of like, good. It was the, what is it called? Oh, it was the Barbados Lupus Rex. That's what it was. I hated that thing so much. Still have it somewhere, but I hated this thing. The build was okay, but this thing liked to fall apart. Posing it was a pain in the ass. I'm pretty sure the weapon broke too. I didn't like Lupus Rex as a figure, or as a model kit, I guess. I hated that. I sort of gave up on Gunpla though and started just building 30-minute sisters. Even then, I try not to buy too much of those. Oh god. Oh god. Stupid allergies, chat. Why is my... I just realized I didn't hit anything. Why is my face imploding? There. Go away. I don't know what caused that, chat. Oh god. Yeah. What I like about 30-minute sisters is how modular they are. Like, you could... I accidentally made an entire separate kit from just the spare optional parts I had. So now it looks like there's like a sister to the sister. So like... I need to get the water slides for them. She has like a sleepy face. I want her to have like a winking face. I need to finish my other 30 minutes missions kit. She's just sort of like half of her torso with her arms. That's like mostly completed. I do have her pose just looking at her hand. Like she's just like recently built. I have to finish her. And what's neat about her is her faceplate is interchangeable with the 30-minute sisters. And that's I like stuff like that. I like the modularity. It's fun. Yeah, I wonder... There's a lot of anime I have to look into. Shonen's really not my thing. I try to get into it, but I don't know if it's my attention span or what. But it's always just like, you know... It's that formula, I guess, maybe that also drives me away and filters me a little. I used to watch it a lot back in high school. Then I just sort of like tapered off after. I watched like all of the original Naruto. Skipped like a bunch of the filler, I guess, near the end. There's like a big battle with Naruto and Sasuke, and then I think after was a bunch of filler. That anime doesn't get love anymore. I wish it did. I really wish it did. I love Max. One of them I really liked was, what is it called in America? It's called like Danboru Senki in Japanese. Let me see. LBX, that's what it's called in America. LBX, or Little Battlers Experience. It was like a mix between Gundam and Metabots, and so are the model kits. They tried launching it in America. They should have just launched it under LBX, but they didn't. They decided to launch it under some weird branch called Sprue Kits. And nobody bought them, and I bought them all at the 99-cent store. They got like these $20 kits for like $1. Which is just like a bittersweet thing. Because like, yeah, I'm getting all the cool stuff I've always wanted for $1 each, but it's because they're dying over here. And then they killed it in Japan. They was doing good too. They killed it just, I don't know what, they killed it for managerial purposes. They wanted Yokai Watch to be more popular, and I do like Yokai Watch a lot. And then Yokai Watch sort of tapered off too. Managers, man. Ugh. Corporations and managers upset me. What is it called? I know they're rebooting Yokai Watch and I'm extremely excited. What is it called? Holy Horror Mansion, that's what it's called. What I'm hoping is it's not on the Switch 2. That'll upset me insanely. Because the last... I think... I forgot. Yokai Watch 4. I think it was on the PS4? So there's hope. Because the last Yokai Watch game we got was... on the 3DS. So I'm hoping... Level 5 does put it multi-platform. Because there's already an English page. It says Spring 2025, a cross-media event to announce related merchandise and media developments is planned. So I'm excited for that. I really, really hope it's multi-platform. I'm hoping it's on like Steam. What is it called? I think it's called like the full name was Ghostcraft, or the project name was Ghostcraft. So it's not completely Yokai Watch, but I'm very excited. Either way. And they got the pineapple pen guy for the trailer. It's funny. But I'm hoping it's on Steam. I remember for a while with, I think it was Yokai Watch 2, it actually sold more than Pokemon at the time. I think it was with Sun and Moon, when Sun and Moon was out. For a good while, they had like Yokai Watch Mania over there instead of Pokemania, to the point where it's like they had like McDonald's calendars and Yokai Watch toilet paper. And when it came over here, there was like a culture barrier, so it didn't do as well. It did decently, but not enough for them to keep it over here after 3. 3 was like their last hurrah, so they like localized both versions. This has made one version over here, which was pretty cool. But we didn't get a lot of the special stuff. I own the special stuff, of course, like the Yokai Watch Dream and the what is the lantern called? I think it's just called like the Yokai Pod or something, but it's like a lantern. 12:30 a.m. Must wake up at 5, but here you are. Not feeling sleepy and playing Monster Hunter while listening to a cute dinosaur talk about Gundam and Kamen Rider. Thank you so much for stopping. Yeah, it's those sleepless nights are crazy, aren't they? It usually happens for me with like court. When I have to go to court with Papa Luke. That's when it usually happens for me. We don't have to this time, thankfully, but it did mess my schedule up. Next month I'm going to have to. And hopefully it's the last one. But yeah. I'm going to be so upset, chat, if this game is like Switch 2 exclusive. It says Nintendo Switch. If I look at Play Asia, it says Nintendo Switch. So I'm hoping it stays on the Switch one. The worst thing that could happen is they localize it over here on the Switch 2 exclusively. I've seen that happens a few times, and that makes me upset. But if it's on the Switch one, I will buy it, like on its own. Or the full 60, because it just says 60. At least with Play Asia. There's a few things I bought with Play Asia. On a G Gundam remake or game, that would be super fun. It's like one of those few shonen themes I really like was G Gundam. But it's like, because G Gundam was sort of like a parody of shonen too, in a way. All those goofy designs, I want... There's so many model kits I want remade. And some of them are, but they're P Bandai. Like, I think, Rose Gundam was P Bandai, unfortunately. I love that design so much. The Nether Gundam is so silly. Just the stupid lighthouse, or windmill. What else is there? There's a Jibanyan, like, kit. Or not kit, it's like a metal figure I really want. I forgot what it's called. It's called like Robot Damashi or something. But they had a Jibanyan do it for whatever reason. He comes with a die-cast like yokai metal. I really want it just for that, pretty much. Well, not just for that. I love Jibanyan, but hate it when America renames Gundams. Yeah, that like I don't know what the Nether Gundam's called. Wasn't it her? Hurricane Gundam in America. And there, what else was there? I forgot what it was. In some of the localizations for some of the JoJo stuff, Jean Pierre Polnareff was renamed to like Jean Pierre Eiffel. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? Shining Gundam doesn't have the same ring to it. Oh yeah, it was God Gundam, wasn't it? They did that with Digimon too, and it really pissed me off. Like that, it's really cringy, and I don't care if it's for kids or not. Yggdrasil is the main antagonist for a good while, for the X series and the Digimon Savers. It was Yggdrasil. He's like literally the king of Digimon, and what he was doing was going around wiping Digimon out with a virus. Some Digimon were immune to it because they had like an X antibody, but started wiping Digimon out because he's literally God and he wanted to prevent overpopulation. But in America, he's called King Drazel. He's the king of Digimon. Like, you literally just made a god turn into a king. What are you doing? I don't care if it's like for kids. Yggdrasil is just like a tree. It's like a Norse name. You can't... You didn't make toys of it. You didn't make anything of it. You can leave the name the way it is. People aren't going to be asking for Yggdrasil toys. Oh yeah, Mr. Satan. Already talked about it on stream, but excited for Steel Ball. Yes, absolutely. I'm very excited for Steel Ball Run. Very. That's one of the best mangas. I actually need to read more of it. But as if you could not tell already with my tail, the markings are very inspired by Diego Brando. In fact, my debut quote was like one of his big quotes. Few words I said as a like the first few words I said as a VTuber was that. I'm so excited for Steel Ball Run. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, Diego is back. Diego's the thing. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm like, I think my cannon size is 9 feet. My brain died for a second. What was I gonna say? What was that quote? Oh yeah. I'm a dinosaur on the inside where it counts. Coincidentally, I'm also a dinosaur on the outside. That's the quote. I hope nobody tries to cut it off. I don't think anyone could try. You'd probably crush cars with this thing. I could probably crush cars with this thing. I have an intrusive thought, chat. And it's to commission art of myself, tail slamming the side of a building, and the building's supposed to be a legally distinct Ross Not Ross shopping center. He's one of your favorite villains. He's such a hater. Dio's a great written. Dio's insane how much he carried, well, not carried, like he permeates through the entirety of the show, despite him not being in it a lot of the times. Like, he's such a like insane villain. He does things without even being there anymore. And that's insane. Like with Poochie and everything, he does it for Dio. What was it with part 5? Oh yeah, it's the son, so literally Dio's son. Then part 4 had the arrow in it, didn't it? Love how Dio was introduced by mean JoJo's dog for no reason. Oh yeah, him and dogs. What's with the Rocky and dogs chant? Rocky can't draw a dog to save his life. Does he do it because he can't draw them? Or does he do it just to make him look unique? Because I remember, like, throughout, like, was it Stardust Crusaders? Iggy looked like an ugly, like, globule of a being. And he slowly just became a gremlin throughout the series. I don't know if it's because he drew them differently on just, like, as he went. Or if it's the show he had, like, more of a personality as the show went on. But that's the thing. I heard... I think it's either... It's either Figma or SHF that's gonna start doing JoJo figures. And I'm happy because they're not gonna be locked to SAS figures anymore. Oh god, the movie... Yeah, the OVA Iggy. The OVA was whack. It was funny though. It was like fun to watch on its own. Like he throws an oil tanker and then a random chunk of a building or something. And with certain characters, they either die even more gruesomely or they die in a trippy way. I saw an edit with, instead of Iggy, it was Corone. Just saying Yubi for getting vanilla iced. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it, chat. Yeah, that thing looked so weird in the OVA. Let me see real quick. Let's see if I can do this right. Yeah, here we go. Here's the goober. Oh. Here's the goober. Well, half of him. I'm sorry, chat. I didn't mean to spoil that if you haven't watched it. I didn't even see the other half of him being gone until I... Oh no. I didn't even see that. Poor Iggy. Yeah, he got like cut in half in the anime. And in the... Or not the end. The OVA he got like destroyed like in half. And in the actual anime it was like a beating or something. I can't remember. But Vanilla Ice pretty much went Michael Vick on him in the anime. What do I want to say? Yeah, oh yeah, the JoJo figures. I'm pretty sure Bandai's gonna work on them. Either Bandai or Good Smile. I'm excited to see that. I know they did have like Nendroids of them, which is cool. Kind of worried about being a collector with the tariff stuff. Not just because things will go up, but companies like to take advantage of stuff like with COVID and inflation. They're like, oh, we're rising this 3 million% because of inflation. Like, sure you are. I get it's gonna have some effect, but not the effect of that. And I feel like tariffs is gonna be one of those things. Unfortunately. All the problems with being a collector. It's like, it's gonna get to the point where older toys are gonna be cheaper. You're either gonna want to buy like vintage stuff or try not to hiccup. Older toys are like third party if third party exists. Like with Transformers, they're like third party stuff. And like Masterpiece, like there's an Optimus Prime Masterpiece figure that was like $500, and at that point, just go third party. It's not only cheaper, it's better. Like, what was like MP44? I think it was called. I think it was MP44. Yeah, it was MP44. It was Optimus Prime 3.0. It was $550. Unless you bought from Japan directly, which is hard. And there's a lot of third-party figures of G1 Optimus, like a Masterpiece style. Like somewhere like 150 to 200. You just get that and have a better time. You just get and have a better... Just get that and have a better time. I'm surprised. They've done it a few times. But I'm surprised Hasbro hasn't taken more third-party companies down. I think the only times they really did is when it was like a one-for-one like overscale of a figure. It was called like Weizhang. The company was like Weizhang, and they did like figures that were like 2 times the size for cheaper of like actual figures. And Hasbro was like, yeah, none of that. They axed that company. There's a lot of third parties. Like of Optimus Prime and stuff, right? But the way they get away with it is they don't have the Autobot or Decepticon logo on them. I think that's how they get away with it somehow. Of course, they name it something else. Like, I think one of them's called like Freedom Leader, and it's Optimus Prime. I forgot what was like Megatron was called. Like there's a funny one for Starscream. It was called like Meteor Roar or something. Oh, you could fucking pre-order it now. Sorry for cursing. You could pre-order that thing on... Oh my gosh. I have to do that. I might have to do that. That thing is such a clean figure, chat. But yeah, it's called Meteor Roar because it sounds like Starscream. I love when they do that. Like, the third-party RC figure I have is called Nicey. It doesn't really look like RC anymore. Really nice figure. Really nice figure. Like a really nice pearlescent paint job to it. And I was like, why would I buy the Masterpiece figure when this exists? It comes with a lot, and an extra face. And extra hands. And stuff like that. I can't. He's like, he's been a goober, chat. I don't know if it's because he's bored or he knows I'm like taking care of him. But he's been like, clinging onto me. Like he's holding my hand tight to him. It's like melts my heart. Like if I try to leave the room, he'll cling onto my leg trying to make sure I don't go. He doesn't like leaving the bedroom, so I can't bring him with me. So if I try to like open the door, he'll run away from the door. If I try to carry him out, he like holds onto like the wall, the nearest wall, and like try to not to get out. He's very much a shut-in cat. But the cone has been... He's gonna be happy when he has that cone off. Like sometimes he gives up, chat, and he'll like bonk his head against my hand instead of like looking at it with his cone. I love this kitty. I have to take pictures of him with his cone on. But I think on Monday I could take it off. But thankfully his paw's healing up nicely. This little goober's been spoiled though. He gets canned food for dinner and breakfast. And then dry food in the middle. Cause I have to feed him before I give him medicine. And the best way to do to actually invoke him to eat is give him the canned food. Cause he'll just slurp that right up. He's picky with canned food though even. I found out the best thing to give him is pate because he likes it really wet, chat. Like I have to like make it into like a gravy almost. Like pate's the easiest thing to do it because he'll eat like all of it. But with like the bits, like the meat chunks, I have to break them down with a fork and turn it into like almost like a hash. Then add water, and I get the extra gravy kind. So it like becomes more of like a gravy for him. What is with my face right now? There. Becomes more like a gravy. And then he eats that up. Sorry, sneezed. The allergies chat. Pollen and allergies kill me. I think I bit my tongue in my sleep. I don't know how or why I could do that. I did. I had a really weird dream not last night, like before stream. Because I was like, you know, I need to postpone stream. Then I slept. I had a dream. It was like a weird aquatic exhibit. I don't know if it had to do with like the news of Gura or not. But I went with like another random VTuber. It's weird, we were just like our own models, I guess. Somehow. Like I was just my model. She was hers. I don't even know who she was. She was like a pink like a Wally with like pink short hair. I don't even remember her name in the dream. But we decided to go to this convention together. It was not a convention, it was like an exhibit. But it was like it's almost like a SeaWorld type area with like anime stuff in it. I keep having these weird dreams where a convention gets like merged with another item. I had another dream a while back where it was like it was like an anime convention, but it was mixed with like a Renaissance fair, which sounds like an actually cool idea. So you see like a bunch of like isekai exhibits and stuff like that for certain things. It was really neat. Sounds like a really cool idea. Yeah, the dream ended up with me accidentally flooding some place. Like we went to like a nearby building we were leaving, and I accidentally hit something and it started flooding the whole lower area. I think there were like some more evil organization breaking in, so I flooded it or I forget. Dreams are weird. I was like, oh my god, how do I get out of this situation? Then I woke up. I was saved by the bell. I was saved by my alarm. Then I watched the Gura thing, and then here I am. I'm so sad I don't have a Gura plush, chat. It's gonna be so expensive. I'm so sad with that. I'm lucky though I have the Figma and the Nendroid. I really am. Because before I mentioned it on Twitter, but before I started streaming, it was like in the works and in talks with like artists and stuff and like my friends and whatnot, figuring out what I should do and like what to name things and what to do and everything. I would always get like those self-doubt feelings or like those brainworms and like, what am I doing? This is stupid. How am I going through with this? Maybe I should stop. But I always looked at the Gura Nendroid. A friend got me that as a gift. I was going through hard times. And I always looked to that for hope and inspiration. It's one of the reasons it's on my like upper shelves now. Keep it even safer. I have the Nendroid or the Figma on my desk now. Yeah, I would always look to that. It's like an icon and an idol for like hope and whatnot. I would watch Gura like a good bit. It's just crazy to see like an idol, like an actual legend, like in the VTuber community, like industry. I can't call it a community, like a VTuber, like the spheroid, like the genre, I guess. Just like an icon like that go away, and I know she's probably gonna come back. Like people started having their suspicions when a certain somebody on Twitter posted a fish emoji, right? Like, is like some people were like, oh, it's just a joke, and then some people were like, oh, this is scary. What's going on? What's gonna happen? And yeah, it is what it meant to be. And the scared people were correct. And it's crazy to see the internet like bow their heads. It's everyone's, I guess, feeling sad in their own way and whatnot. I wasn't feeling too good before stream. And a lot of us were hoping it was just going to be a silly joke, but it wasn't. Never go public, chat. Never go public if you have a company like this. certain groups are gonna buy it up. And then your headquarters are gonna go move to California, or you're gonna get something in California, and you know how it is. Like, I don't know if that Hololive shop was there before the public announcement or not in Little Tokyo. But I'm hoping it was there before. I don't feel as bad for buying merch from it. I don't know if I should start like getting as much Bay merch as I possibly can now. Because I know Bay's like one of those people who's like, they're doing good and they're a workaholic, right? I'm hoping the company does take care of them and Bay doesn't leave. I know they'll come in as something else. It's still, you know, sometimes it's not the same thing. And it's still really sad. Because it really is like an end of an era. And of course, like Bay's my Keiko's Bells is my Hawa Oshi. Yes, I have more than one Oshi, Sumi. Pippa's my Kami Oshi. Bay's Oshi. Kirshan Sour, my Indian Oshi. India Oshis. My Indie Oshis. But I sort of have one for each niche, I guess. And the good thing about indie is usually they'll go on hiatus and they'll come back. With Corpo stuff, it's kind of sad because you know eventually it's gonna happen. Sooner or later, or the company's gonna dissolve. That's one of those things, it's like, spend as much time enjoying their content as you can. I do know Bay has an Android announced. I'm really hoping that does go through full swing. Because I'll be getting that one as soon as it goes up for order. I think some people... some companies are like having it for pre-order, but it's like there's one on like some random site, it's like 400 Filipino dollars. And what does that mean? So I have to wait. Actually, that's one of those things I like. Sometimes like there are things like I can wait, and there are sometimes like with the my Hollow Oshi. Of course, I'm gonna pre-order that as soon as I can. The Jurassic World Beyblades. Of course, I'm gonna pre-order those as soon as I can, and I did. Because like some things you know are gonna be either sold out or scalped to hell and back, or just they're like a one-time thing. You have to pre-order them. Like dinosaurs and Beyblades. I've loved those since I was a babo. And like again, Bay's my Hollow Oshi, so of course I'm gonna pre-order her Nendoroid as soon as I can. There's a chance it could be on the aftermarket or the like Amazon later, but I don't want to take that risk. I don't know what's gonna happen, chat. Because Mume was one of those figures those Nendoroids that was announced. There's a prototype for Bay out. It's freaking adorable. It's precious. Let me see. Let me see. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Of course I'm gonna get that as soon as I can. I need the rat in my life. Also the ice cubes are so cute, chat. I'm surprised the level of detail there are on them. Like the cheese ice cube, there's like holes on the cheese holes on the side of it. I'm surprised they had like that level of detail on like an ice cube tray, right? I also saw on the box itself, it says like, make sure to only heat it up in the oven to the degree it's able to. I'm like, wow, they even accounted baking with it into it. It's crazy. It's a silicone one. I'm just gonna use it for ice cubes or like maybe gummies. Such a weird but neat concept for VTuber merch. I'm starting to think maybe I should do that, right? Because I am tea themed, right? I have like, you know, just put like myself or like a chibi of myself or like a dino nugget and then like maybe mocha or something as an ice cube because you do need ice for your iced tea. I am tea themed, so I might think about that in the future if I do get big enough for merch. I think the easiest thing to do would be stickers probably, and I know who to contact for that. Or who to get an idea from for that. My goal is a plush, and my big goal is a waifu cup. So there are things I am hoping for if I do get big enough, and I am trying to grow as I can. I didn't, and I should have, I kind of forgot, and I need to start implementing it soon. But I do plan on having certain streams on Twitch. Maybe on like Thursdays or something, or maybe Fridays or something. For like the longer JRPGs. Just so I can like grow an audience on Twitch. I'm not moving there, of course not. Staying on YouTube, but I do want to try to grow something on Twitch with the goal and intention of simulcasting. Because I do want to like try to grow, right? Not for like glory or fame or money. Those will be nice, right? But it's more for just getting these PS1 games out to the world. And to show that my friends and everyone who helped me that I made it. And that their efforts weren't in vain. A lot of people helped me with this chat. And they continue to help me, and I'm eternally grateful for that. But I want to, you know, excel as much as I can with it. I really do. So growth is somewhat on my mind. I somewhat have ambitions, I guess. Problem is I don't know how to grow as much as I want to. Or if it's possible within my niche. You know, I don't want to do the flavor of the month thing, and I don't want to do the fads and what everyone else is doing that's popular. I don't want to do that. PS1 lets me be free. Because I'm not chained to anything like that. I'm not chasing fads or, you know, doing my own thing. And that's sort of why I did the Monster Hunter streams when I did, is kind of in protest. Because everyone was playing it. I was like, you know, I'm not going to play that. I'm going to play the original. Because I can. And, like with Pekora, like she wasn't able to get a certain Pokemon when she was streaming, because Nintendo would have gotten mad, so she had to take her stream down. But I want to be free, and I am free. So I may not be the biggest right now, but I'm the freest. That's the best thing you could wish for, I guess. But I will grow, and I'll try to grow as much as I can. I do get those brainworms every now and then. I don't talk about it, of course, but I do get those self-doubts and those brainworms still. And those fears and whatnot. But I try not to let them affect me, because I know at the end of the day, I'm still going to push as hard as I can. And I'm still only in my first, like, I'm in my, starting my second year now, so I shouldn't have too high, like, I shouldn't choke on my aspirations. On my second year, right? I think I have pretty good numbers where I am. Not that I like to number friend or not. But you know what I mean, I think I'm so autistic, Chen, I'm sorry. I don't know how to word words. But yeah. It's not really a race. It's a journey to me. And there are goals within that journey. I try not to stress too much about things. So I'm just gonna, you know, have fun with it. Because that's what VTubing is all about, is having fun. Because that's what it should be about. Is having fun with what you're doing. And if it becomes like a chore and a job you don't want to do, then... Unless it's like your big, huge job, you can calm down on it. For me though, I don't have any source of burnout or sense of burnout, which is good. I did sort of take like a few breaks here and there for my own, just like... I don't know what burnout feels like, but I heard it creeps up on you when you least expect it, so I take breaks every now and then. I can't remember when it was. Like, there was one or two the other week where it was like my stream, I had like to take 2 days off or something. And I was gonna do it this week, right? But I decided just to move them up to... tomorrow and Friday. I don't have to do that. I learned I didn't have to do that, but I'm still gonna do it. Number finding is really silly, even if you're streaming to only like 5 people, those 5 people who decided to listen. Yeah, and that's what I'm grateful for, even like 1 or 2 people, you know? I'm grateful I have as many people watching me, even with the VODs that I do, so thank you guys so much. Like, seriously. I didn't even expect to make it this far, like, to begin with, so I'm grateful and happy with what I am. But some people do like to treat it like a race, and I don't think that's like the best or healthiest way to deal with things. Also, hey Sims, hope you're doing good. But some people treat it like a race. Like, I got in an argument with someone somewhere, and then they brought up numbers, and like, how miserable do you have to be to act like this way, like to treat it like a race? It isn't even about numbers for me. It's about having fun and hoping people I entertain. I think that as a brainworm is being boring and not like entertaining my fans, having dead air. Because I try as hard as I can. Not hard. I need to try harder, I always feel like I need to try harder. That's another brainworm. I feel like there's always something I need to improve on or not. But I want to be entertaining. Numbers hate. Hey, Tom. Yeah, numbers hate. I do get sad when people do unsubscribe, and I know I shouldn't. My content's just not for them, and I understand that, but I do get, like, a little sad. And I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I hurt their feelings somehow, and I know it's not true. Need to chat and hang out with people's the good stuff. Yeah, I agree. I need to do more Zatsu so I could get better at it, because I do struggle with the Zatsus even now. Sometimes it's a little hard for me to say things like to get it flowing. You're doing fine. Gotta go in a minute. Have a nice rest of the stream. Don't stay up too. I'll try not to. Thank you so much for stopping by, though. I'm very grateful with everyone stopping by, even at this late at night. Thank you. But oh, it is like 10. Oh frick. Hey Tatters, welcome back, Tatters. But I forgot I started streaming later, and then I don't realize like the time and everything, and it gets even later. I'm getting a little hungry, but I could hang in there for a good bit more. So I did just eat like an hour ago, but I haven't eaten all day until then. And a couple of like these garlic Irish bratwursts with tons of sauerkraut, of course, because I love pickled stuff. But they were like on these like pretzel buns, which are so good. I sometimes I just eat those pretzel buns on their own. It's midnight here. Frick. Yeah, it's like 10 over here. Yeah, I like bratwursts. I got them on a super sale. I'm really happy. My freezer is stuffed with meat, chat. That reminds me, I should take one of those pills. My doctor was able to give me some folic acid pills, which is because I don't need enough greens, So I have like folic acid pills. I need to take better care of myself, so I'm trying a little bit. And let's go. Yeah, I have so much meat in my freezer. There's some things though, like I know it's like, if it's really expensive, I know it'll go down in price for the clearance. Meat's one of those for me. At least over here, I'm lucky enough for that. I think it was yesterday I mentioned, I got bison meat for like $1 a pound, which is insane over here. I had like bison for like a month straight. It's like heaven. Doing like queens over here. Clearance line once. Never again. Oh, I've never had a problem with clearance stuff. People are like, oh, good luck with your stomach getting pumped. I'm like, what are you talking about? I always get clearance meat. I live off of clearance meat. Almost all the time. I never gotten sick off of it. Either I have like an iron stomach, or my immune system is just that good, or I don't know. I don't know. I never got sick off of that. Makes a great burger. Yeah. Need the secret. Do I freeze it first? Oh, I always freeze it. I always freeze it as soon as I get it. That's the thing. Freezing it is supposed to help. Yeah. What? If I get meat, I usually freeze it. Even if it's for tomorrow, I freeze it. Especially with like streaming, right? Because I'll take it out before stream, and then by the time it's done with stream, especially with this heat, it'll be ready for me to cook. I forgot to actually do that tonight. I have like 4 bags of pepperoni squares in my freezer because they were like $1 each. I make some good pasta with that. Germans do it. They have like real strict standards. And eat raw pork if you're ill. No, I have to cook my food. I don't like raw meat. I'm still squeamish around sushi. I'll eat it every now and then though still, but I prefer California rolls as a Californian I am, I guess. The pepperoni. Yeah, it was the Hormel pepperoni squares. It was like $1 a bag. I was like, heck yeah, give me that. I'm not a fan of sardines. I'm not a fan of seafood. It's a struggle for me to even eat sushi. But I will eat sushi. Like I actually trust my grocery store sushi chat because I see the chef is like an old Japanese chef. I'm like, you know what? I trust that. And I've never gotten sick of it. But I do every now and then go out of my comfort zone and eat like the salmon, and it's really clean. It's really clean stuff. You don't even taste fishiness. It's super clean. Just don't like the veggies you put in the sushi. I like them. I love veggies. Even though I don't eat them, I love them. You eat the raw fish? Just don't want... Oh, I love eggplant! Especially like in Chinese food. Like they used to have eggplant tofu. It was so good the way they cooked them. The tofu was fried. It wasn't like mushy or anything. And the eggplant was so chewy and good. They flavored it well. See, tofu chat can... Or... I called you tofu. See, chat, tofu can work. You guys aren't tofu. Tofu can work, chat, but you actually have to pair it with meat. I don't get this vegan crap mentality where it's like they try to use it as like a meat substitute or like a vegan thing. It's not. You don't have to use it just for that. I mean, people use tofu with meat a lot, especially with Chinese cuisine and like ramen and stuff. You'll find tofu and just like random stuff with the meat. Like mapo tofu is one of my favorite dishes. It's like very spicy and sesame flavored and savory. And slightly sweet. And the tofu just adds a nice bit of cleanness to it. Tofu seems like a food fortifier. Exactly, exactly. It's the best way to put it. Especially if you fry that shit. God damn it, I need to stop cursing. Especially if you fry that. Like deep fry it and make it into a pocket and add like the sushi rice. Oh my god, that's so good. It's called inari sushi. Because sushi gets the name from the rice, not the fish. You could have sushi without fish, and inari sushi is one of them. And it's like deep fried tofu pockets in like deep fried tofu pockets, and they were kind of fried in I think rice vinegar as well, or something, or sushi, or something like that. So it has like a nice like savory sweet flavor to it, and it's got the rice inside. And they used to give me a lemon with it. Oh my freaking god, that was so good. I wish they still had that at my grocery store. It almost had like an egg, like a fried egg texture and taste to it. It was so good. That was like one of my favorite snacks. And they'd have it with shrimp every now and then. It was really good. Shrimp I like. I do like shrimp. Especially with like lemon and butter and garlic, and then you just make a sauce with that and then add it to spaghetti or something. Delicious. Yeah, shrimp is one of the few seafoods I like. One of the few seafoods I like. Canned tuna is another. Imitation crab's another. As long as it's in like California rolls or ceviche. I'm very picky with seafood. Crab I love. Crab I like. I remember my mom tried to make California rolls with like canned crab, because she wanted to use real crab instead of imitation crab. I'm like, Mom, you're supposed to use imitation crab. It's the recipe. It's not like an authentic thing. You're doing it right with imitation. She made it with like canned crab, and it was nasty. I felt bad. I was like, Mom, just make it with real crab next, or imitation crab next time. Frozen mock crab Craigslist ad, what the heck? To look that up later. I melted my Oshi in my Gamer Subs chat. I melted the Bay ice cubes in my anime girl thighs. Those ice cubes are so cute, chat. I had to explain, like, what Kirsha was and what she did, and what Bells was and what she did. But that she would have probably... these plushies are so cute. The Bay plushie is so cute. I'm so happy with this. That being said, if she does graduate, I'm gonna crash out hard. But the ice cube scream. No, but according to L. Ron Hubbard, tomatoes scream when you cut them. Don't ask how I know that. You know what's funny, chat, is when you get like little smokies or like hot dogs or sausages, and you stir them in the pot and they start screaming, especially like the breakfast sausages, and you like shake them in the skillet or the pan, and you just hear them screaming, and it sounds like an entire civilization ending at once, in like gerbil form or something. You know what I mean? Like the sausages like to scream. It's weird. They sound like they're screaming, like little gerbil screams. It happens in the microwave too, if you try to microwave like a sausage, like a breakfast sausage. I know it's like the air is escaping, but they sound so much like little screams. Put this baby plushie away. Yeah. Sometimes food makes funny sounds. Like, I know popcorn every now and then will make like a weird squeaky sound when you chew it. Some people associate that with them screaming too. I like popcorn and how squeaky it is. I have a popcorn maker under my bed. It's like a dome. So you flip the whole thing, and the dome on the top becomes a bowl. It's really convenient. Because I like to make my own popcorn with like the kernels and coconut oil and FlaVR. FlaVR is the magic ingredient. There's no butter in movie theater popcorn. It's a combination of coconut oil and FlaVR. FlaVR is a butter-flavored, wine-flavored salt. It does sound like an alcohol, but it's like a... It's really old. But one carton goes a long ways. I've had this carton for like 3 years now. You just want like a spoon, like a teaspoonful. If even that. Yeah, I'll show... Let me get a picture of it. It is what they use in movie theaters though. So you'll get your entire bedroom if you're like me. Your entire bedroom will like smell like a movie theater. Because this is legitimately the stuff they use. You're just gonna get more salt than butter flavor. If you want more butter, I suggest adding, what is it called? There's something, certain kind of butter. What is it called? Clarified butter. Yeah, clarified butter. That's what it is. You're gonna want to add some of that to your popcorn. It's so good. Because the FlaVR is more for the salty taste. You wonder why movie theater butter is so salty, is because it's made with butter flavored salt over actual butter. Let's see. Browser. Do this and do that. Oh, this is what you want. It's still like that old packaging. You get an absolute ton of it. It's gonna last you a long time. Because there was times where I had like popcorn every night almost. And I'm still not near running out of this one single thing of it. The packaging is so old. But I'm sure, let me see, because I got it on Amazon like a couple years ago. I haven't changed the need for anything. Yeah, you could buy it for a 35-ounce carton is gonna run you about like $10. I'll probably buy one next month. Just to have another. Oh wait, there's another for $7. Jesus, good lord, okay. This is also like a 35-ounce. When did they stop using this? But they still use it. Like they still almost use like the same exact logo almost. Yeah, I'm looking at one for $7, $7.74. That's gonna last you a good while. The packaging looks crazy. On the side, it says for additional profits, consider snow cones or cotton candy. Because this stuff is legitimately what the movie theaters use. Like, unironically, this is what the movie theaters mostly use. Is this exact stuff right here. 1 teaspoon equates to 2,740 milligrams of sodium, 114% of your daily your daily intake. No, teaspoon, not tablespoon. Teaspoon. 1 teaspoon. So that's how salty it is for a little bit. So like a teaspoon's gonna like be like a good it's more salt. It's enough salt to jumpstart the economy of Africa. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. It's very salty. Like I said, a little gets you a long way. Like that's perfect for like a whole bowl of popcorn. Then again, I do eat like a whole bowl of popcorn when I do want popcorn. I haven't had popcorn in so long. I might have to wash my popcorn maker out and just start making some tonight. If my kernels are still good, because my kernel's like a year old, I'll see. Kernels are easy to buy and make. And again, this thing, I might have to get another popcorn maker just because this thing is very old. And it's like falling apart. It still works, but the casing is falling apart from the rest of it. Because I use this more than just, a popcorn maker, because if you hit the other, the switch goes in two directions, and if you hit the other direction, it's just a little skillet. Like, it's a little electric cooker. And I use that for breakfasts. Made the best eggs, like a sunny side up eggs and sausage and whatnot. And it's new. I got it like a couple years ago. But it does have an older function, but it's got like I might actually have to get a new one because I don't know if I still have the little spinny stick for the middle of it that you had to screw on. You'd think that'd be some old school stuff. Yeah. Well, it's the old school method of making it. I don't like air popping because you can't really add stuff to it. Well, you don't flip it over, you flip the switch over. So it's just changing heating modes on this. It doesn't spin the thing in the middle, I guess. If you flip one thing over, it cooks with the spin, and you flip the other thing over, it just cooks without the spin. And it advertises itself as like a skillet, like an electric skillet too. But if you flip the whole thing over into the dome, the dome does act like a not just for the steam for the popcorn, but for the heat, but it acts like, I guess, a bowl, which is great. I'm probably just gonna get another one, chat. This thing's old, it's seen better days. I don't like air poppers because you can't really add stuff while you're making it. You could do so much with popcorn. Like, no, I never burn anything down. My room's in my kitchen, and it's been that way for like 15 years. So I'm not gonna burn anything down. I'm really good at that. I turn everything off if I leave the room. Only thing I do that's kind of dangerous, and I do it all the time, so I don't care, is, if I'm cooking something in my slow cooker, I'll go to sleep, and then when I wake up, it's done. If the thing is old and messed up, yeah, I might just get rid of it. Get a new one. You do that too? Yeah, heck yeah. Because my cat knows to stay away from it. I love slow cooker. I have like 3 of them. Accidentally. One I got for the Five Below store. It works fine. It's just a regular crock pot. The new ones all have timers. Heck yeah. My grandma just sent me one randomly once, so I have 2. And my multi-cooker acts like one as well, so I have 3 of them by accident. So yeah. I'm starting to get hungry and I have to go to the bathroom. Well, it is time to go, it seems. It seems. It does look like it's time to end the stream. It's been the 2 hours. The first hour I was like worried, what am I going to talk about? In the second hour I guess I was able to kick it. I need to Zatsu more so I could get a hang of it. Because I always get worried I'm just going to be like this. So, you guys hear about the weather? I think I'm gonna do that. I guess I'm still getting... I'm getting decent at it. Was it good? No, thank you. I'm happy. I hope I entertained you guys. I always hope I entertain. That's the whole reason I do VTubing, because people like Pippa, right? And like the other VTubers, they're so engaging, right? Like, just talking about a time when my mom just passed. I needed an outlet, so I started watching more and more VTubers, especially like Pippa. And it took my mind off of so much. I'm like, maybe if I just bring a fraction of that entertainment to people, maybe I can help out too. Or maybe I could just, you know, take the stress off of everyday life to some people. That's one of the reasons I did it. I love VTubing so much, chat. I like VTubers, I like VTubing. It's weird, chat. It's been like a year, and I'm still like, I'll like lay in bed and be like, huh, weird, I'm a VTuber, aren't I? It's weird. I still think about that. I don't know why. I think about that. But yeah, I should get going and lay down or something until I get motivated for dinner. I don't know what to eat. But thank you guys so much for heckin' stopping by. Tomorrow's game is Digimon World 3. And then Friday's game is Digimon World 3, because I love this game and I love Digimon. And next month I'm going to have to be careful not to buy a bunch of BE memories and NIM cards. But I tweaked the emulator a little bit, chat. You're going to notice a few differences for the better. And if the emulator goofs off, I know how to fix that. Apparently, though, I was looking up. I wanted to, you know, fix the emulator for a few things. There's one section I had that wasn't like the blending edge or whatever it was called. And because I didn't select the blending, or without blending edges, or one of the things, I forgot what it was. It'll cause graphical issues. That might have been why a few of the streams had graphical issues. I don't know. Hopefully I fixed it, but yeah. Digimon World 3 tomorrow. I doubt it, but let me see if anyone's on right now late at night. I think I bit my tongue in my sleep. It hurts on the side. Let's see. Let's check flavor. My cat's being goofy. What you doing, kitty? Oh, he wants food. Here. Here, chat. Here's a link to Nicola. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, I lost OBS. There we go. Thank you, Tatters. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Red Panda Bro. Thank you, Simes82. Thank you, Ross Wright. Thank you, Lionel Contreras. Thank you, Halogen. Who else? Who else? Thank you, Amanda Splats. Thank you, Ida Oni. I apologize if I missed your name. I say thank you to Tatters. Thank you, Tatters. Thank you, VOD watchers, lurkers, and new subscribers. I hope you all have an amazing night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, and folks, please stay strong. This Gura stuff even affected me, so I understand. But stay strong. I believe we will see her again. Eventually. In one way or another. And thank you, dog. Thank you. But stay strong, chat. We'll get through this. We will. So, until then, take care, stay strong, stay safe, don't crash out, and Otsu Nuggies.